Good morning, students. Once again, I welcome you to my video lectures on network analysis. In the last class, I went through Thevenin theorem, and now the corollary of the Thevenin theorem is what is known as Norton's theorem. Norton's theorem procedure is very important because if the network is going to have dependent source, then along with the Thevenin theorem, you are supposed to use Norton theorem also to find the Thevenin equivalent. Therefore, the knowledge of Thevenin Norton's theorem is also very important. Now, I am not going through the theorem statement. Straight away, I am taking up the problem under Norton theorem. Norton's theorem. This is the network given. Find power dissipated in 1 ohm using Thevenin theorem. So this is 1 ohm resistor. Same problem I worked out under Thevenin theorem. Now I will solve this problem using Norton theorem. In Norton theorem, the procedure is quite opposite to Thevenin. Instead of open circuiting, you are supposed to do short circuiting. Now, this is the network. So, I am interested only in this 1 ohm resistor. Therefore, the two terminals are here. The two terminals are here. And in Thevenin theorem, we used to open circuit this, and that is called as network B. Now, what you are supposed to do is, in Norton theorem, you have to short these two terminals. So, this is what is called as short circuiting. On short circuiting the two terminals, now this 1 ohm is as good as being removed from the network. Therefore, I will call this 1 ohm resistor as network B, as network B. You know, this is X, this is X dash. Between X and X dash, this is what is called as network A. Sorry, network B. Network B is this. Network B. The rest of the network is what is called as network A. Network A. Now, in this arrangement, now I am supposed to find what is short circuit current. What is short circuit current? This short circuit current is also called as Norton current. Sometimes we use Norton current also. IN or ISC, short circuit current. So how to find the short circuit current? Either this way or this way. I don't know. Now, to find the short circuit current, now here the network looks rather simple. So without any calculation, you can find easily what is short circuit current. So 5 volt divided by 2 ohms. Therefore, 5 volt is acting across 2 ohms. Therefore, current here is 5 by 2, that is 2.5 amperes. 2.5 amperes. Now, 2.5 amperes. Now, the same 5 volt is also acting across 2 ohms because this is short circuit. Therefore, 5 volt divided by 2 ohms means 2.5. 2.5. Now, I can find short circuit current. Now, this is 3 amperes. 3 amperes is flowing here. So, 3 amperes, out of 3 amperes, 2.5 is flowing like this. Therefore, what about the short circuit current? The short circuit current is in the opposite direction and its value is 0.5 amperes. So 3 amperes, 2.5 amperes means the remaining current has to be 0.5. Now 0.5 amperes here, 2.5 amperes, 2.5 amperes. Therefore, what is the remaining current? Now the remaining current is 3 amperes. 0.5 amperes, 2.5 amperes. 0.5 amperes, sorry, 0.5 amperes, 0.5 amperes is coming and 2.5 amperes is coming, means this current has to be 2 amperes. This current has to be 2 amperes. Then only 2 amperes and 0.5 amperes makes 2.5 amperes. Therefore, what is short circuit current. Now short circuit current or Norton current is equal to 0.5 amperes. 0.5 amperes. Now the next procedure is we have to make the network A to be dead circuit. Dead circuit means kill all the sources. So killing all the sources means shorting 5 volt source. So we have to short the 5 volt source. Short the 5 volt source. Here short this. Then open 3 ampere source. Open 3 ampere source. Open 3 ampere source. Then we are left with dead short circuit, dead network A. Dead network A. So this is dead network A. Now we have to find the resistance between X and X dash. Between X and X dash we have to find the resistance. So 2 ohms is shorted means this is 0. 2 ohms. Therefore what is resistance? R Norton. It is called as R Norton or R Thevenin. Rn is equal to. So this 2 ohms is removed because of short circuit and the remaining resistance is 2. Therefore now you can construct. Now the short circuit current was earlier flowing like this. So X dash was more positive than X. Now I will draw the Thevenin equivalent. Sorry, Norton's equivalent. Norton's equivalent is 0.5 amperes. 0.5 amperes, and this 0.5 amperes is connected in parallel with 2 ohms. Now you connect the network A. The network A is a resistance 2 ohms. Sorry, 1 ohm. And X dash is more positive. That is why I have shown top one as X dash, the bottom one as X. Now 0.5 amperes. So what is current through 1 ohms? I have to find what is power dissipation here. Therefore, apply branch current formula. Applying branch current formula, now 0.5 into current through this branch is opposite arm resistance divided by the sum of the resistance, opposite arm resistance divided by the sum of the resistance. Therefore it is 1 divided by 3. 1 divided by 3 amperes. 1 by 3 amperes. Therefore power dissipation is 1 by 3 square into 1. That is equal to 1 by 9 watt. The same answer we got through Thevenin theorem. So Norton theorem. So as usual, we have to divide the network into 2. Network A, network B. Then between the 2 terminals, we have to create a short circuit and we have to find the short circuit current or Norton current. And this is Norton's equivalent. And to this Norton equivalent, we have to connect network A, and the remaining procedure is self-explanatory, and power is equal to 1 by 9 watts. So this is how we have to work out problem, and the knowledge of Norton theorem is very essential when the network is going to have a dependent source. Thank you.